Hello everyone. Now I know it's only April, but honestly I hate having to wait until specific periods of the year to do specific episodes. So let's just do it now. But longtime veterans of KIS should know that I love paranormal shit. I've been believing that they're real for probably at least 12 years now, and that's never gonna change. Like slightly before that, in like the 4th grade, Jake was telling the class that he thinks his house was haunted. And I'm like, bro, you bullcrapping? I didn't say that out loud, but yeah, I was thinking it. But man, what a fool I was. It makes so much more sense now. Believe me or not, I have felt spirits in my presence before. I would not have been aware of it at the time, but my mom and I once lived in a very, very tiny house built in 1931, where I felt unusually peaceful and happy in. Like, it was really weird. And once we left that house, after having lived there for probably 23 months, there were panic attacks that started kicking in for me not that long after. Does that mean I want my houses to be haunted? Like, would I prefer it be haunted? I mean, it depends on the type of spirit that's in the house. If it's good, then whatever. If it's evil, no, get out of here, bastard. And yeah, not everybody has felt the same stuff I've felt, and thus they are scared of the day they die. But me personally, I do not care. I mean, okay, I do kind of care on how it comes, like, will it hurt or anything? Like, I don't want to slip on a damn ass banana when I'm 79 years old and die. But simply just being dead does not concern me. It'll come when it comes. I'm not afraid of it. I've felt ghosts before. I know what's up. I know there's a perfect paradise waiting for me, and it couldn't come soon enough. With that being said, as much as I really don't care to have a life, I am trying to stay here, because, I don't want the family to be hurt, They do kind of keep me going. But what really keeps me going is the channel. Like, my dad and I were having a conversation about the internet not that long ago, and about how it can be dangerous, which nobody's denying that. I really don't want to dwell on this too much because we seem to be past this uncomfortable conversation, but he mentioned the possibility of taking the internet away because of those intrusive thoughts I keep having that cause me to fear. I tell him, well, let's not jump to conclusions here. I kind of need the internet to keep making videos and stuff like that. So getting rid of it as a whole is not exactly an option. And he replies with, there's more to life than making videos. There's more to my ass than just the hole. No, the fuck there's not. I mean, maybe a few small things here and there, but the thing is, if you want me to be happy and enjoy my life, getting rid of YouTube is gonna have the opposite effect for sure. But like I said, this is in the past, and he did later say he wouldn't get rid of the internet entirely. He was just concerned. I just needed to get that off my chest. We can move on now. And don't worry, many more blogs to come in the future. So what we're going to be doing in today's blog is debunking some ghost videos. As you can tell, this episode is targeted towards paranormal enthusiasts, which we've already established I am one. Kenna, my older sister whose voice you heard in that Adobe Premiere video that I did in January, she doesn't believe in ghosts, which would be fine, except that she used to believe in them. Look, I don't intend to be judgmental here, but how do you stop believing the paranormal? Usually you start not believing, and then you believe later down the road when you figure out something's up. But how is it the opposite? Whatever, screw it. People are just people. It'll never make sense to me, but whatever. Now, like I said at the beginning, we may only be halfway to Halloween, but the video I'm going to show you first is only half real. Half real? What do you mean? Well, we're going to Georgia for this one, but these two probably middle-aged men, something like 40s to 60s, they were exploring an old property of one of their families, and they came across a house known as the Old Willis Place. A very tiny home. They decided to look around, inside and under.
Growing up around here, this was known as the Old Willis Place, and it was owned by neighbors of ours in Waverly Hall, Miss Betty Willis Wisner. And she and her family had inherited this place from an old uncle, is what I was always told. The Willises and the Wisnets all kind of used this as hunting areas, and I can remember different people. If you were friends with the Wisnet family, you would get invited to come down here and bird hunt and such. All my life has looked just like it looks right now. And I think the family has finally come to the point that they're going to sell all this property, and That's how we got permission to come down here, actually.
Very interesting. Yeah, if you don't want to listen to my dumbass over these atmospheric videos, I will put each one down in the description. We're going to be looking at 6 today. But you guys are here for the good parts. So, at one point they are looking underneath the house at old everyday items such as a Coke bottle and stuff like that. And then this happens.
So that's a 1958 Coke bottle, right?
What is that?
Oh, that's weird. You heard that, right, Dan?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so, yeah, you guys can be all like, there's a simple explanation, all you want, but I know exactly what this is. One of the original owners was walking around his house, and both dudes were underneath it, and they heard footsteps. When they came up, nobody was there. I mean, granted, it is possible that they may have just edited it and, like, put a stomping sound effect in the video, but I'm really doubting that. I would say this one is real. But there's still the ending we need to take a peek at, so let's look real quick.
Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So I hope you guys have... Alright, that's it. Come on.
You can say all goodbyes you want.
Let's go.
Yeah, I feel like that last part would be easier to fake than the first part. They probably just added that door slamming sound effect or whatever it was. They probably just added that in because the timing just seems way too good. I mean, come on. You don't usually catch a ghost if you're expecting to catch one, so. But again, could also be real, just like the first part. I don't know. Both could be fake, both could be real. It could be one or the other. I don't know. But I'm gonna guess it was real. And you guys are pretty brave. Like, if I was underneath the house and somebody just started walking above me when I knew nobody was there, my ass would be long gone. Like, sweet damn. Okay, well, we gotta move on because we still got like 5 more videos to look at. But that one we just saw was the only recent video. All the others are no more recently than like a decade ago. So I'd say it's time for some good old vintage spooks. Here we have an office building in Manchester, England, with multiple different angles. It was on November 1st, 2012 at 3 in the morning. You can clearly see no one is here, and then some shit starts happening. You know what, though? I know what they call these kinds of ghosts. They call them poltergas holes. Like, really, wrecking the whole place up. When my cousin Judah was younger, he once asked me that if a ghost came up and, like, knocked over my gaming setup, what would my reaction be? And I told him I'd be more angry than freaked out. But yeah, this one is real without a doubt. I know some people pull, like, say, shopping carts on a string from off screen. They, like, pull them slowly to make it look like it's moving on its own. But with this video and the way that all the chairs, papers, and handles were moving, like, where would somebody be hiding to pull all that crap off? This one's real. There is even a part where there is clearly a shadow dashing down the hallway. So yeah, this one video would be all the proof I needed if I didn't believe in ghosts before, and I have seen many more than just this. Speaking of which, on to video number 3. This one is also in England, in a castle that belonged to King Henry VIII. Apparently, he had a baby daughter who died in her bedroom while playing around. I believe the story goes she probably banged her head too hard on something after falling. But dude, it's just so amazing that we're going this far back into the past. Like, this structure is almost a millennium old. So the guy places the camera down in front of the window to Princess Caroline's room, the daughter who died, and leaves it recording overnight. Eventually it spots this. Ugh. Yeah, that really does bring shivers down me spine. So much about the afterlife will remain unknown until we get there. In fact, all I know as of now is that it's real. I may not have details, but I know there's something. Yet again, another real video. And these are really starting to get good. How about we change that up a bit?
Are you sure? I don't think so. What's that? A bear! I told you! What's it on? I told you I seen something! Quickly, no. I bet I'm telling you now. Up there, see? What'd I say? Oh my god. What'd I say? It's gone! No, shush, no. No! No!
That was the whole video. Only 25 seconds. Judging by the accents, I think that would have been Scotland. Come on, guys. Scotland's gotta be like the easiest place to spot ghosts in the world. And you make up that crap? And yeah, I know the video looks old as hell because it is. It was uploaded in 2007. But even for back then, this could have been edited. Like, think about it. Okay, we should make a ghost video. How do we do it? How about we just have a living girl in the flesh just standing on a stool or whatever. Then we cut to her standing at the top of the stairs. And while we're at it, let's call her a bitch. And finally, we pretend like she can teleport by having a shot with her upstairs and then a shot with her downstairs. This is something that could have easily been pulled off with editing, even 17 years ago. I'm gonna have to call fake on this one. And the fact that it's of such poor visual quality means they could have taken that to their advantage, to fake it easier. I'm gonna have to call crap on this one. I mean, there is a small chance it could be real, but I really doubt it. Let's move on to our 5th video that takes place at some hotel.
What room is that? John, do you copy? It's room 209. Amy says nobody's checked into that room, and there's reports of screaming coming from that room.
This one is actually one of my all-time favorites, and I kinda wish John here was one of my uncles. He's a badass, and you'll figure out why.
What's going on, John? There's no one checked into that room. There should be nobody in there. Wait 1 second, John. Amy, are you there? Yeah, John says he hears the screaming coming from that room. And I hear it too. But we're sure that no one's checked into that room. Correct? Amy, John's gonna enter the room real quick just to check, make sure, see what's going on. Wait one. John? John, are you there?
Damn, dude, my geese have bumps. I really recommend you watch this video on its own without some blonde idiot just editing over it, because it's just too beautiful. There's still more to the story though, so let's keep watching.
Okay, Amy, John wants you to call the police right now if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the furniture's been turned upside down and the hold on. He says the carpet's been ripped up and that the shower is on, but nobody's in there. Man, that's scary. I'm officially freaked out now.
Real. This one is most definitely real. If that were faked, I'd be very disappointed. Why was there screaming, though? Like, maybe this is proof of tormented souls or something. Or some sort of shitty evil place that lurks somewhere. And that maybe you exist in 2 different worlds at once? I mean, why is it in the hotel and not, down under? I don't know. Again, so much about the afterlife that we do not have answers to right now. And I heard from somewhere that the darker your soul is, the more evil you were when you were alive. I cannot confirm this, and if anything, this video has proven that theory wrong because that ghost was light. And I like how the spirit is like way down the hallway, and it can still fuck with the light a bit. Oh, and John, while you're at it, you should turn off that shower. You don't want to waste good hot water. I mean, it could be cold water. It probably is. So shut the hell up, Kale. I really do need to move on, but how do I follow up such an atmospheric masterpiece like that? With some bullshit. I'll let you guys be the judge of that one.